Imagine this. Imagine when you graduate college, high school, or you want to get out into the working world or try a venture. They tell you this. You got to go down to the marina, and there are vessels that are going to take you to what you're going to do for the rest of your life. So you go down there, and there's dozens and dozens and dozens of rafts and just a couple of boats. So there's a salesman for the raft. You walk up and he says, that's right, hop on that raft. You don't need to know anything. You float right out into the channel today. You'll be in the ocean, and out there are hundreds of islands, and each one represents a job. And you don't know which one you're going to bump into, but everybody does. Sometimes it takes a year, sometimes it takes months, sometimes it takes 5 years, but everybody bumps into an island, and that's what you're going to do for the rest of your life. You don't need to know anything. You just jump on the raft right now. You're ready to go. So you figure, okay, you walk over, you feel, let me listen to the other guy at least. There's a guy with the boat, and you walk up to the boat and you think, like I did, that's intimidating looking. A lot of switches and valves and knobs and screens, big propeller. That could hurt you. And the salesman walks up to you and says, I know what you're thinking. You're thinking that this is intimidating, but let me tell you why you want the boat. Because with the boat, you pick the island of your choosing and you head right for it. You don't have to worry about which one you're going to bump into. You pick. And I know what you're thinking. You don't know how to operate the boat, right? This book will teach you how to operate the boat. So it costs $10. It's going to take you 2.5 hours to read, and you'll know exactly how to operate the boat. And then you're going to blow by everybody that's on the raft. Your wake is going to knock them over because you know where you're going. So then you say, okay, you can ask one question of each guy. So he goes back to the raft guy and he says, what about the rain and the wind and the tide? And the raft guy says, yeah, they're still there. It's going to throw you to and fro. You never know where you're going to wind up. It's part of the fun. Who knows what you're going to wind up doing? Go back to the boat guy and you say, what about the rain, the wind, and the tide? He says, yeah, it's still there, and it's going to knock you off course occasionally. But you get right back on course, and you head for the island of your choosing. And that's what you're going to do for the rest of your life, because you chose to do it, as opposed to bumping into something, which is what everybody else does. That's the choice you have with what you're going to do with your life.